Kia ora tātou, RevChris here, and welcome to my salon. That's a bit of a reference to Mental Floss, a channel I quite like to watch here on YouTube, so if you're wondering what that's about, yeah, that's that. Anyway, one thing we all definitely know is that it's election season, which means parties and candidates are trying to vie for our votes. Some of them are even suggesting that we split our votes, candidate vote one way, party vote another way. So with that in mind, the Revs thought we'd do a bit of a vlog about how we voted and why we voted the way we did. For me, I'll be in Tauranga officiating at the wedding of a whanaunga of mine on one of my marae down there in Matapihi. So I've already cast my vote. And the way I voted really surprised me in that I didn't vote for who I thought I would a few weeks out from the date that I actually voted. And as much as a surprise as it was to me, one of the main issues that caused me to change my vote, that caused me to think more in depth about my vote, was the issue of the decriminalisation of cannabis. Now, I don't want to go into the nitty-gritty of arguments or why it's good or why it's bad, because there's some pretty legitimate conversations going on both sides of that kaupapa. But one thing I do know from personal experience, from lived experience, from the reality that exists here in Tairāwhiti, Gisborne, up the coast, and experiences I've had with whānau and people I've ministered to, is that cannabis is not the one. Cannabis isn't a kaupapa that our people should be fighting for. Cannabis doesn't cause poverty, but it does keep our people in poverty. If you have 20 bucks to spend on kai, or 20 bucks to spend on the tini, if you're addicted, the nature of that position is that you are going to spend that money on the thing that will feed your addiction. Now, my stance on this isn't a moral one. I have whānau that partake in that sort of thing, friends that do as well. Really, for me, it's an issue of what's best for our whānau, what's best for our tamariki, and what's best for our people in terms of raising us up out of poverty and into a space where we can succeed, where we can live, laugh, love, and be happy, where we can have life and have it abundantly. So without going too in depth into my other thoughts on this, because I don't want to start a debate here, that's one of the main reasons that caused me to vote the way that I did vote. And as I said before, it was a real surprise to me that that informed my voting in the way that it did. So whānau, that's just one of the aspects that mattered to me on polling day. I just want to say to all of you to get out there and vote. Vote for whoever you feel moved to vote for, but ko te mea nui me haere koe ki te pōti. Nō reira i runga i tērā i te whānau, kia ora koutou.